We recently took a cruise aboard the Island Princess. In this video, we're going to give you a complete ship tour and tell you about our favorite and least favorite things about the ship. We will also discuss the changes to the ship made in its September 2024 dry dock.
Hi y'all, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Becky.
And together we're cruising a good time. We're just on another cruise with the Island Princess, one of our favorite ships within the Princess fleet, and I'm going to give you a tour of her. She was just in dry dock in September 2024. We noticed a lot of big changes and updates she received during that dry dock, and we'll point those out to you on this tour. Stick around to the end because we're going to give you our likes and dislikes on the ship as well. So let's get started with the tour.
We start our tour at the Piazza on deck 5. So the Piazza is kind of like the hub of the ship. They always have something going on here, whether it's dancing or music or trivia games or Jenga.
I find this Piazza to be one of the more attractive of all the Princess ships.
I love that it goes up 4 stories.
That's very unique.
You can see that once again we're on the Island Princess when the Christmas decorations are up.
Right off deck 5 is a Good Spirits bar, and they have a lot of good drinks there.
It's also kind of interesting, since they don't have the International Cafe, they have different snacks that you can get that we showed, as well as they offer coffee in the mornings.
Yeah, I came down and got specialty coffee a lot in the morning.
I love this little seating area.
It's really nice to have it right there, and we're going to show you in a second how they completely revamped that for Christmas. There's guest services on the other side of the Piazza. We recommend just using the crew chat in your app. It's so much easier.
Yeah, and they're pretty responsive.
Oh yeah, just got room charges reversed and stuff like that just using the app. There's that same area we talked about a while ago that really decorated up with the gingerbread houses, and Santa Claus, and everything else. And going forward off the Piazza is a Bordeaux dining room.
So the Bordeaux dining room has anytime dining as well as reserved dining. And those folks can also eat anytime.
That's right. I always have a menu outside the dining room for whatever meal they're serving next. One of the things the ship got in dry dock is all this new carpet. They had new carpet throughout the whole ship, as near as I could tell.
So this footage is kind of like between meals, so you can see everything's not quite set up. And this dining room doesn't really photograph that well. It's much more attractive in person.
Yeah, it's really attractive. They go on deck 6 aft. We started at the gym. They got a little bit of facelift during the dry dock too.
It's a pretty complete gym. It has most of the equipment. By the way, it's really hard to film it because there's almost always somebody in here and we didn't want to be creepy.
Right. A lot of cardio machines here with the stair step and elliptical. This room is where you do your fitness classes as part of the Princess Plus or Princess Premier packages.
The only thing that's missing from this is a view of the ocean.
Yeah, that's right. The rest of them are always, usually they're up high where you've got a good view of the ocean. A lot of machines and a lot of free weights too. So whatever you need, it pretty much has it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's always huge lines at the leg press.
Going forward, on deck 6, you have the Explorer's Lounge. This is one of the midship lounges. They got some revamp during the dry dock. I like this sitting area right here outside of it where you sit there and look out the window and read a book or just take in the world.
It's one of the things I love about this ship is it has all activities in so many places, but also it has good places just to sit down and unwind.
Yeah, the number of seats on this ship is really nice. So you never have to look for a seat.
And I love this Explorer's Lounge. This is such a great layout for activities. So the cruise staff usually does something big here every evening. I love doing this. They'll also have bands up on stage. There's a dance floor in front. We've had so many great memories in this lounge.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to go dancing in the evening with all the game shows. This is also where they have the Platinum and Elite Captain Circle Lounge in the evenings. I'll show you a little back door out the back of the lounge to get a shortcut to the restroom, if you will. A lot of times this door is open in the evenings. You just go right out there, and then the restroom is right there to your right. Save a few steps. Going forward, we got the medallion shop right here. These folks can help you out with app problems you have, or if you need to get some a wristband to wear your medallion, stuff like that. They sell them there. It's right across from the casino, as you can see. And this casino bar is also another place where you can go get some specialty coffees in the morning when it opens up. They have a little coffee maker right there. And all the photography stuff's right here too. You can buy your pictures and portraits and everything else. The casino got a pretty big facelift. It got a lot of new carpet and rearranged a little bit. The poker tables in a different spot than what it used to be, and it seems to have more slot machines than what it used to.
They put new felt on the tables. So they have this very, very small craps table, but
Yeah.
it takes your money just as quickly as a large one.
If not faster. I've had very bad luck at that craps table.
Same here.
They'll be running 3 different blackjack tables of different minimum bets and some Fun 21 and a few other card games there throughout the night.
We typically could get a seat, but they were pretty busy tables.
Yeah, a few times they were pretty full, but usually you can get a seat. You can always get a seat at the $25 table, I think.
No thanks.
And then just a little bit forward to that, you have the mandatory FE shop. So I think every single cruise ship on the planet.
It makes for some nice browsing. And they are very friendly inside.
That was a very friendly staff, yes. And they have some lovely jewelry too.
They do indeed.
Now we're back to deck 6 on the Piazza, looking down there.
Just another beautiful view.
So deck 6 has shops on both sides of the Piazza.
My mother-in-law asked me to be sure to include this in the video. So the Island Princess, like this shop, has like logo merchandise, but it also has just some casual wear.
Yeah, I've bought hats and stuff like that at these shops.
One cruise I brought a skirt when the weather was so much warmer than I was expecting.
On one side it had some toiletries and stuff like that, so if you forgot shave cream or toothpaste or something like that, it can fix you up with that.
Yeah, with just a little bit of markup.
Just a little bit, yes.
However, some of the clothes I've purchased have been reasonably priced.
Another view of the atrium. We love the atrium, especially when it's made up with all the Christmas garland. The other side had what I call the more expensive shops with the perfume and the watches.
They have a lot of makeup, etc. So if you've forgotten something from home, they'll help take care of you.
They sell most of the major brands of watches, so if you have a particular brand you watch, just keep an eye out. They'll put every brand on sale sometime or other during a cruise. Provence dining room is for traditional dining. This is where we had dinner every night.
So traditional dining is when they have 2 seating times during the evening. And if you come in, you're going to sit at the same table, have the same staff at the same time every night. So it really keeps things simple. You don't have to make any additional reservations. You just show up. And I love having the same staff.
I do too. I think they get to know you, you get to know them, and
I think it adds a lot to the experience for me.
It does. I'll know all your preferences.
Yeah, and there's no line waiting, which is a big plus for me.
Yeah, if you do traditional dining, they'll have a card in your room when you board on first day that'll have the table number, and then you just go straight to your table number. Deck 7, one of the things they added with this is a lot of those accessible doors there. You push the button, go in. But this ship, you can walk completely around the ship on the outside on the promenade and just cut through right here in the back.
I absolutely love this. You get to do this walking, you get to be right in, you're at a lower deck, you're closer to the ocean, you have beautiful views. You can still walk if it's raining without getting wet. I love the promenade deck.
It's a lot of fun. And you saw by that sign a while ago, it's 3.2 laps is equal to a mile. Back inside here aft, this is the Crown Grill. It used to be called the Bayou Cafe, and they rebranded it the Crown Grill, 'cause I guess to get in line with the rest of the fleet, 'cause the rest of the fleet is all Crown Grills.
And it's interesting for this one too. You can see they have a little bit of area there where they can have live music, they can have dancing here. So occasionally there'll be some venue that's going on at the Crown Grill at night other than, fabulous food.
My sister really likes the Crown Grills on the Princess ships. For us on a transatlantic, they're open every day at sea for the Salty Doug Gastropub. Enjoy the burger there.
Yeah, it's good we had a casual dining option.
Sabatini's is just forward of the Crown. That's the Italian place, and they make really good Italian food.
I love Sabatini's. We've done some excellent wine tasting that involves, a food with wine pairing. Really have enjoyed those.
That Tuscan wine tasting was just outstanding. Some good wines, and there's a full lunch included with it. They open up as Alfredo's Pizzeria on sea days as well, so we enjoyed that.
So that helps using those casual dining that you may get from Princess Plus or from the Princess Premier packages.
Got the art gallery here.
Yeah, so the art gallery, and they'll have the art auctions.
In a midship here, they have the Hearts and Minds. This is a wedding chapel, but they use it a lot for a meeting room and all that too. Deck 7 of the Piazza. This is Crooners bar right here, which is a great Crooners. So many tables compared to some larger ships that we've been on, where there's fewer tables for a bigger ship.
They make a wonderful martini here. The piano bar, normally there's somebody awesome there. We've had many terrific evenings here in Crooners.
I like their Manhattan. They make a great Manhattan too. And it's always easy to get a seat here. Across the way, there's the Churchill Cigar Lounge. This is one of the indoor smoking areas. And then going forward is the Wheelhouse Bar, which is another lounge for dancing. I like that they have this little steering wheel here, spring-loaded, so you can walk by and play with that.
So they usually have a band going here. There is the fabulous dance floor, and they've also had dance classes here during the day. So anyway, I enjoy this sea motif. I think this is a great lounge.
I've always liked the Wheelhouse Bar. I'm disappointed they're not on some of the newer ships. It's got a good feeling. It's also pretty easy to find a seat in here. We did a lot of dancing in here as well.
There were some amazing dancers on that cruise.
There were. Going forward, you got the Princess Theater, which is a nice sized theater. It holds a lot of people. We mustered for a lot of shore excursions in here.
Yeah, this is really well situated, that the seats are great, you can really see the show, and you can always find a seat. So I love this about the Island Princess.
You can see right here one of the changes they made in the dry dock with the accessibilities. They added an elevator so that if you're in a wheelchair, you don't have to sit on the back of the theater anymore. You can kind of get down a little closer to stage and take in the show. Deck 8 on the Piazza, which once again, as Becky mentioned a while ago, it's unique. We got 4 decks on this Piazza, which I really think it makes it a lot more grandiose and beautiful.
Yeah, it's hard to capture that on film.
At the Internet Cafe, so they have some computers here. If you need to do some computer work, you can log in through these and get to Microsoft 360 or whatever you need to. I took my laptop down here and did some work just because it was a convenient desk to work at as well.
You will have to have an internet package in order to do that.
Shore excursion area, so you can come down here and talk about shore excursions and ask questions. You can also do that through the app as well. And then a future cruise desk.
When we're on board, we always purchase, another cruise. And it can be you just put the deposit down for a cruise to be named later, and then you get on board credit.
Yep.
And you can cancel it if you don't choose to cruise.
Yes. The library is very good size, a lot of tables. They always have these paper puzzles, some Sudoku or word search, word scramble, all that sort of things. You can go by there and get some of those and do those every day.
They also have games here and books you can check out. And a puzzle in works.
Every Princess cruise ship has a laundromat in each deck. You can see in dry dock, the Island Princess got new washers and dryers. It's really handy.
When we had kids, this is one of the reasons why we selected Princess, is because there was always some mess we wanted to wash up.
They have a ironing board that is free to use as well, so you can just go down and press a shirt or something if you need to. Everything's powered by tokens that you use your medallion to buy. It just goes to a room charge.
Yeah, this is easy peasy. And one of the nice things about the Island Princess is there's ample washers and dryers, so it's very easy to do laundry.
Yep.
I say that although we get our laundry for free.
The kids' activity areas are right here on deck 12 on this ship.
Since we don't have young children, we didn't get any further video on this.
Right. Deck 14, we got the Lotus Spa here.
So Princess offers about anything that you can imagine spa-wise, and if you go the first day, they'll be happy to give you a tour. In fact, this is the tour we did a year ago. We didn't do the tour this time. And by the way, I do love those heated seats here. And my niece loves to get a package that she comes in every day, and she can do the sauna and the spa and use the giant showers, and she loves that. And of course, they offer a plethora of massages.
The Lotus pool right here is an indoor pool. It's midship, just forward of the spa area, has a bar. And it got a big facelift on the dry dock. It used to have these gazebo things right there over the hot tubs, and those are gone. Really opened up the room a lot.
Yeah, I really enjoy this room because when we've been on a cruise where the weather is just horrible, you could come here, still get in a swim, have some hot tub time. Just love this indoor Lotus pool and hot tubs. And they make a pretty good dirty banana.
They do indeed. Swirls is an ice cream bar, so you can get your premium desserts here or just scoop a gelato or something, which can be counted towards your premium dessert if you want that.
Yeah, there's not as many gelato choices on this ship as there are the larger ships, but I think we have more than ample desserts.
I like this little map they have of the whole cruise. You can kind of see where you're going, where you've been. Some more of the accessible doors there, and just open up. This is the Lido pool, the midship pool that's out in the sun.
Boy, in this crossing the Atlantic, we spent so much time out here. This was very popular. The weather was fabulous. We had a great time out on the Lido deck.
It was a lot of fun, yeah. And I think those hot tubs all got replaced on the dry dock because they looked new and they all had good hot water to them.
They also have the theater under the stars here, and frequently they'll have like live bands show up. It's a good time out by the pool.
Yep.
You can see here that we're here early day. They haven't even really set it up for the day yet.
Yeah, I filmed this right after dawn. I got up early and came out and took some pictures.
Doesn't look all spiffy. What, doesn't look ship-shape?
At a bar, and then the pizza by the slice. This pizza by the slice is free. It doesn't count towards your casual dining.
Boy, and they have some fabulous pizza. So some people think Princess has the best pizza at sea. We had some terrific ones here. They typically have like 2 or 3 different options.
Yep.
And they will make you something special if you, from the ingredients they have on hand that day.
Rising Court's the buffet. They added all these sinks to wash your hands in before you go in there, which is nice. And I think the traffic flow in this buffet is about the best of any ship I've been on. It really flows well. You're not stepping on top of each other trying to get different dishes and all that, like in some buffets where you just get these traffic jams. This one seemed to flow pretty well. They'd also do a theme night every night, so they'd do like Asian or Italian, or they had some jambalaya one day, which I thought was really good because it was nice and spicy.
I liked it as you could go and make a particular order and they made it up fresh for you, so it felt less buffet-ish to me.
Yes.
And we had some, like that jambalaya was very good.
Continuing forward, at the beverage station up here where you get the waters and juices, and coffees and teas.
And of course, if you sit down, the staff will come and ask you what you'd like to drink as well. And just across from that, they have the dessert section.
And this is another place to get specialty coffees in the morning. You just go up there and get whatever specialty coffee you want in the morning.
And these are other premium desserts, these multi-layer cakes. Because that's what I really need is another dessert.
Another 10-layer cake, right? Back to deck 15 on the aft. This is a sanctuary.
For the sanctuary, it's a special section. You have to pay extra to go there. You can pay daily or different weekly or like entire cruise rates. It's a little more lavish and luxurious. Here, we're here on a port day when we're in Tangier. So a lot of folks are still on port. It's a little chilly anyway to be up on deck. But you can see they have nice areas to relax. That area is even extra. It has the TV. And they also have this whole little spa area, so you could like get your massage, etc. over here in the back portion of it.
A lot of deck chairs. Going forward, this is looking inside the Lotus pool on that second deck. You could go in and out right here if you were so inclined.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're here by the Lido pool on second deck by Theater Under the Stars. The bar right here by the Lido deck on the second floor. Very friendly staff. A lot of good drinks.
It was a friendly staff.
You got the hamburger and hot dog stand here. These are free of charge.
The staff here was so amazingly nice. I can't say enough wonderful things about them.
They were really nice. Got a few places to sit around there and eat your burger. And going forward, there's a little smoking area right there by that. So if you smoke, it's an outdoor area to go smoke. And
take in some views.
Yep. There's forward of the ship. We're actually on top of the buffet right here. More sun decks. A lot of lounge chairs on the ship. Plenty of places to lay out. It's really nice. Going back aft on deck 16, this is the center court. Walk up these stairs here. And we're looking back over the sanctuary right there that we were just in a minute ago. They have a giant chess plays and some shuffleboard, and they have a sport court there that's both basketball and a lot of pickleball. Kind of moving forward to here. And forward, they have the splash pool area, which is another sun deck up here with a lot of chase lounges to lay out in, and a little splash pool, I guess.
Yeah, in the trivia, people argued if you should count that as a pool or not.
So as promised, we're going to tell you some of our favorite things. So I love the size of the Island Princess. So she and the Coral Princess are Princess's two smallest ships. So she holds around 2,200 passengers when at double occupancy. So she's kind of cozy, but big enough to have almost all the amenities.
I agree. I think that's the right size ship. That crew to passenger ratio in there is just perfect. We never felt crowded anywhere. There's always places to sit down. It's easy to get a chair up by the pool, down in one of the lounges, and get good service because that crew to passenger ratio is just spot on to give us that good service we wanted as well. A key thing I really liked about her, because I'm kind of a big guy, plenty of headroom on board. I didn't bang my head at all, never felt claustrophobic. I've been on a lot larger ships twice the size of her, and have banged my head a lot on low headroom on those cruise ships. So if you're tall, consider the Island Princess and Coral Princesses for sure.
Another item I loved about it was the Explorer's Lounge. I love the layout. I love that the cruise staff does all these fabulous shows there, that they have dancing. It's a terrific time, and I love that venue.
Yep.
And of course, I also love the swimming pools. There's ample swimming pools on this ship for the number of passengers. And I loved that they had the Lotus pool inside. So when we've been on cruises where it's amazingly cold, you can still get your swimming in inside the Lotus pool.
That is a very nice pool, and you really did like that pool, to be sure. One thing I like about it as well, and it applies to all the Princess Fleet, is the app. Being able to order whatever you want, whether it's food or a drink, have it delivered to you anywhere on ship, any time of the day, is a real game changer for me. It just makes a vacation so much more relaxing and just easy to have a good time.
So now let's talk about our least favorite things. So I did miss the International Cafe. This is the only Princess ship that does not have an International Cafe. And what's great about International Cafe is it's open 24 hours a day. So if you close down a dance floor and you want to just swing by and pick something up, it's really nice and convenient and easy. And of course, you can still use the app and order room service, but I love just being able to drop by and get something super fast.
One of the things I found disappointing on the ship is the Piazza. It's a way that they have the intermediate deck between deck 5 and deck 6 that we showed you. It makes it a little crunched in there for dancing or the other activities they may have in the Piazza. So it would be nice if it was just all on deck 5, I think, and then it just went up from deck 6 from there.
Yeah, it's gorgeous because it has a whole extra floor from the ones in all the other Princess ships. But yeah, the functionality, I wish it were just a little bit better.
Yep.
So one of the items I did miss about the Island Princess is it didn't have official casual dining restaurants. So it didn't have Alfredo's Pizza or the Salty Dog Gastropub Cafe or a sushi restaurant. And it did offer some of these venues inside some of the other restaurants during a sea day, but it wasn't really the same as having it available all the time. Yeah, so that kind of would cut in for me wanting to buy the premium drink package, by the way.
Be sure to check out our playlist on our YouTube channel. One of them is devoted to ships tours and cabin tours. We have a lot of ships tours and a lot of different types of cabin types in there that you may be interested in looking at.
We also have videos evaluating the drink packages, explaining the app, or different cruise ports around the world. We hope you've enjoyed this video.
If you liked the video, please give us a like and subscribe and turn on those notifications. It really helps us out.
Until next time, have a cruising good time.